If you're looking for the best sports memorabilia and card break room on the internet, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tonight's action will move fast, so we want to prep you for what you're about to see on your screen. First, the all-important dice roll number. At the top of the show, the host will randomize a series of numbers. The number selected from the randomizer will become the dice roll number for the entire show. Meaning every mystery box that is broken, the names of every collector will be placed on a list and randomized using the dice roll number for the show. Next, you see this black ticker down here? This shows you which numbers are still available in each and every Ultimate Autographs mystery box series. When a break fills or sells out, the host will ask for a number. This is where you make your selection from. Simply type a number in the chat, and the host will pick the first number they see. Throughout the show, you may see two different types of breaks: divisional and top spot. Divisional breaks are most common. In this format, all 8 individuals who enter a football-themed break will be positioned next to one of 8 football divisions after their names are randomized using the show's dice roll number. When the mystery box is opened, the football division of the team represented in that mystery box becomes the winning division. The lucky collector whose name is randomly placed next to that football division takes home the signed piece of authenticated memorabilia. Our top spot format is typically reserved for giveaways, college-themed series, and non-football breaks. In a top spot break, all names are added to a list. They are randomized using the show's dice roll number. At the end of the randomization, the name at the top becomes the winner of the signed item or prize. Breaking sports memorabilia has never been easier or more fun than it is in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Remember, every mystery box series you see on the show can also be purchased as a personal mystery box that is either shipped directly to your home for you to open, or you can request to have it opened on a future Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks broadcast. Also, while you're waiting for your break to fill, we encourage you to look around ultimateautographs.com to see if you find a piece of memorabilia you love and want to add to your collection. And don't forget, every live break spot you purchase automatically earns you 6% back in UA cash that you can later exchange for a mystery box or a signed item of your choosing. All right, the time has come. Let's break some certified, authentic sports memorabilia in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tell them, boys.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Common here with Steven. Got a fun show. We got 8 different things on our site. Steven, the big one that I want our customers to know about is the Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet Series. I'm going to show it off real quickly on the randomizer. I'll pull that randomizer up. Let's see. Here we go. Steel Curtain. We've pulled 10 boxes. It's out of 40. So get this, Steven. 10 boxes pulled, no headliner gone, which means that basically 25% of the boxes contain a headliner. So we've got Sean Alexander, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Edgerrin James, Champ Bailey for Larry Roslin if you're watching, Brian Dawkins for Matthew Kerr, and that Steel Curtain triple signed linebacker helmet for the Shrekin Ghost. So really good series. Happy to do some doubles for that one if we really get rolling. All full-size authentics, only $56, cheaper than the $70 Breezy Does It, which, by the way, we have one left. We have a personal in that, so we'll do the last Breezy Does It, and we'll drop a brand new full-size authentic fancy series. So let's get started with the dice roll. How are you today, Steven?
Doing good, Common. Mind the sneeze there.
Yeah,
got a lot done this morning. Got my office organized, ready for a productive day.
There you go. All right, 10 is the dice roll. High number, but one of my favorite numbers, so I can go with 10. I like 8, 10, or 6 on the dice roll, because 6 is low, 8's my favorite number, and 10 is my third favorite number. So here we go. I take the randomizer down. Actually, let's keep it up. Let's go to our Wheel of Names. Let's see what our takes item of the day is. All right, here we go. Nifty 50 minis. Only 7 of these left in the room and in the series. Case item of the day, Nifty 50 Minis. That'd be a fun one to do. Nifty 50 Minis. All right. Boys, how's it going, says Jakeem. Jakeem, it's going great. How are you today? Jakeem in the house. You know how that came through? That's actually Jake, and I misread it as Jakeem. And Bob Boulay caught on, and ever since now, he's been Jakeem. Can you name a famous cartoons B-Day that is coming up in 2022?
Funny.
The Flintstones. Who knows? First break of the day, though, guys, is going to, in fact, be that Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet Series. Colton Bicker, James Strode, Paris Robinson, new customer. We see you in there, Paris. Jeremy Field, Swim Robert, Ryan Murray, and Bob Boulay in Steel Curtain #1. If we can get a box number, guys, that would be nice and easy. Keep the show moving. We've got, let's see, we've got 3, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The other series to let you guys know about besides the Steel Curtain Platinum series, which is definitely my recommendation, we did drop a brand new jersey series. Just dropped here about 30 minutes ago. Got some good headliners in there. Jerry Rice is leading the pack. Jerry Rice 49ers jersey in there is pretty good. George Jetson 7/31/22. That's one day after my birthday, Jakeem. So that sounds like a plan. I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds on a box number. So let me know what you guys would like. Colton, James, Paris, Jeremy, Swim, Ryan, or Bob. 30 more seconds on a box number. Otherwise, I'm going to let the randomizer pick the box number. Jake says, or Jakeem, rather. Let's go with Jakeem says, you guys are dropping breaks like it's hot. Yes, we are, Steven. That's how we drop the breaks. Only like it's hot.
I don't like to burn my hands, so
okay.
That's how it's got to be done.
That's how it's going to be done. How old are his boy Elroy, daughter of Judy and Jane, his wife?
I have no idea. I didn't watch them.
Yeah, Michael Crisp, there's supposed to be a Beckett COA with my helmet. I just got it today, no card. Michael, the Beckett certs typically have a little thing on the back where you can pull up your phone. They've got a QR code. It's a new thing Beckett is doing. A lot of the Beckett items no longer come with COAs. Bob Boulay coming through with 17. I was literally about to head to the randomizer, but Bob beat me there. 17 on the full-size authentic platinum helmets. 17. 17. Of course, it's near the bottom, but that's all right. First break of the day. Our Dutch item is Chris Johnson. This is a full-size lunar replica, one of 8 2,000-yard rushers. The only misperfection is just a little smudge across the Titans logo. Pretty minor. That is up for $260 on the site. Here you go, Chris. There you go, Michael. Bob Boulay explained it to you. A QR code means no longer will there be a separate COA card with the same number. That is for all Beckett items. How do you know what region we have, Paris? You're about to find out. Here's how we know. I'm going to throw you guys into the randomizer. Our dice roll is 10. So everyone in this break, including you, Paris, is going to be randomized 10 times. And then that'll be the division you are. And we have our divisions copied in our Excel sheet, which go down from NFC North, NFC South, NFC East, NFC West, AFC North, AFC South, AFC East, and AFC West. That's how we know.
Bob and Jake are just going at it with the dad jokes.
Yes, they are. Love to see it. I believe Bob is just a wee bit older than Jake. All right, so those were the names. I randomized 10 times, Paris. Then I threw you guys into our Excel sheet, and these are your divisions. So, Jeremy, you're in the NFC North. Bob Boulay in the NFC South. James Strode, NFC East. Ryan Murray, NFC West. Colton Bicker, AFC North. Paris, you're in the AFC South. And Swim Robert, AFC East. And Colton Bicker, AFC West. Whole bunch of people in the first break. Let's get rolling.
See who we get #1.
Yeah. Whole bunch of headliners. 30 left in this series. 0 headliners pulled. 7 out of 30 boxes will contain a headliner. Good list of headliners, too. Let's see. Is this one of those roughly 25%?
Possibly.
Possibly. Not quite, but this is a nice helmet. This is the player I like. It's an Eclipse, too, by the way.
Ooh.
We've got Dante Hall, the human joystick. One of the best punt and kick returners of all time. The man was indeed a joystick. He'd go left, he'd go right, then he'd go to the house. Dante Hall, good start. Colton Bicker, AFC West. Get yourself a dub, Colton. I think Colton was the only one who had 2 spots in this first break. Everyone else had 1. Dante Hall, they call him the X Factor, the human joystick. Very nice start.
He made Devin Hester before Devin Hester.
Yeah, Todd Peterson says, get Paris a win and watch an addict created in front of your eyes. The break room is addicting. A lot of good hits. So, Steven, another break in this series. No headliner yet again, which means that now 29 boxes left in Steel Curtain. 7 headliners in there. I believe it's 7, or is it 8 that we have in that series? Let's see.
Look at the images.
We have 8 headliners, actually. So I misspoke. So 8 out of 29 boxes.
For the Steel Curtain?
For the Steel Curtain.
We have 7.
We have 7. Okay, yeah, it is 7. So pretty good.
We do have 8 in our new series, though, spanning through time.
Sure do.
Looks like we got a little Campbell, Jerry Rice. Ooh, that nice white Antonio Gates. Jamal Charles of Antonio Brown.
Antonio Gates is also in our Edge Factor series, which is the Antonio Gates Flash. That series only has 11 left, and I believe 4 or 5 of those will be headliners. So the 3 series to play, I would definitely recommend our Edge Factor, Steel Curtain Platinum helmets, and then, of course, the Jersey Break. The reason why those 3 series are good, whole bunch of headliners left. What's up, Donnie?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
I have a question. Can they hear me on the mic?
Is it a
Yeah, they can hear you.
The question is,
Okay.
quiz or like?
why was Santa afraid to go down the chimney?
Because he's claustrophobic.
Who put that in? Did somebody put that in the chat?
Yeah,
already?
Your buddy Jakeem.
Jake, all right, there you go.
Jakeem is getting after
Damn
it.
Ruin my joke.
I know. You guys think alike.
Damn it.
Think alike. You want this box, Donnie?
You guys friends or something? No. You guys teammates during the summer?
Can you guess who got the question right?
Bob.
Of course. That is a given.
Bob says Bob said it doesn't suit him, which also works.
How does Santa take pictures?
You got it? All right, here you go, sir. Colton Bicker. You might want
How
this little
does he
tag.
take pictures?
The child on his lap.
Todd, but I have to with his
Polaroid camera. Very nice.
Damn it.
We're on fire with these jokes.
I know what Polaroids are, but again, I just not in my processes right now.
Yeah, it's tough. Second break of the day, training camp number 1. We've got Colton Bicker, Sean Plazola, James Strode, Julie Patterson, Jay Denman, James Stanhope, and Jeremy Field. Guys, if we can get a box number for our second break of the day, thank you very much, Donnie.
I'll be back.
With more claws jokes.
If you guys are in this break, training camp number 1, holla at us with a box number. 28, 34, 36, 37, 41, and 42 available. I'll give it about 30 seconds here, and then I'll head to the randomizer if we don't get anything.
Oh, we're 2 away on Flash Flood.
Awesome. Flash Flood is also another one. It reminds me of another series to talk about. That's another series we just dropped. We have a lot of good headliners in there, including Jamal Charles Flash, Jason Taylor Lunar, Jerome Bettis Lunar, Justin Jefferson Lunar, Lawrence Taylor Lunar, Marshall Falk, Speed Flex Lunar Mini, Tony Dorsett Flash, and Travis Kelsey on the Eclipse. Pretty good. Pretty good, I believe. I don't think we've pulled anything there as well as far as headliners. Where does Santa stay on vacation, says Bob. I'll let you guys ponder that question while I head to the randomizer for our box numbers. Haven't heard anything from you folks on training camp. So I'll let the randomizer pick. Randomizer.org. We keep things pretty random in the room. We have a lot of fun in the room, Steven. That is our closest break, I believe. Flash Flood is 2 away. Is that right?
At a ho-ho hotel.
I like it, Bob. At a ho-ho-ho hotel. Excellent. We've got about 2 more days for the Santa jokes. So keep them coming the next 2 days. Come January 1st, I'm moving on from Santa. 41 on the training camp is the top spot that the randomizer picked after 10 clicks. I'm going to get 41, then I'm going to rip it open, and then we'll see what happens next. Oh my gosh, Steven.
Why do you ask me to... I was
Oh
just guessing.
my
I
gosh.
was just guessing.
There's a lot of accuracy to your comments, by the way.
I know.
A lot of accuracy.
Oh. Very rarely do I come inaccurate.
James Harden has been known to make road trips with the team.
They retired his jersey at one.
Yeah. He made those road trips when he's injured. Anywho, that aside, we actually do open up this box first because it's a top spot break. So here we go. Good luck, guys. Training camp. Getting close to winding down with this series. So a decent amount of headliners have been pulled, but pretty cheap series. Feels like a jersey, by the way. We're about to find out here. Training camp, number one. It is a jersey.
Training camp number 1.
I am number 1. Got a little Keith Hernandez. Let's see if it's on the Mets or Cardinals. I think this is a Keith Hernandez Mets jersey, looks like, because it's blue and orange. Guy was in Seinfeld, too, by the way. 5-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champ, the 1979 NL MVP while with the Cardinals. This is him on a Mets jersey, number 17, Keith Hernandez. Very nice jersey. Keith Hernandez, really, he's a broadcaster now, too, I think.
For the Mets, I believe.
For the Mets, I believe. So he does a little bit of everything, Mr. Keith Hernandez. Let's see who's taking home this jersey. It's a top spot break. It is not a football divisional break. Our mixers are top spot breaks. So we randomize 10 times. Whatever spot is up top, that's who's taking home. Keith Hernandez.
Second in the MVP in 84 when he went over to the Mets. 11-time Gold Glover, batting title winner. Good overall hitter. Not a lot of power, but a good hitter.
9.8 on the Joe Aguilar scale. Bob likes that signature. All right, Bob. Sean Plazola will like that one because he got himself the top spot win. All right, Sean. Sean Plazola. Very nice, Sean. All right. Take the randomizer down. Sean Plazola's the winner. Keith Hernandez. Hope you like that, Sean. Hope you're in here starting your day with a dub, as they say. Hernandez. Cool. Really nice signature indeed. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Woo, doggy. Keith Hernandez. Beautiful. Got that cursive going. Very nice. We don't have as much baseball stuff. We do have the baseball bats from time to time, and we have baseball in our mixers. This might be my favorite baseball signature I've seen so far. But the sample size, of course, is not as big as all the football inventory we have. You know, for me, I'm a Dermontti Dawson fan for football.
True.
Dermontti's got game. What kind of motorcycle does Santa ride? Honda. Like Honda?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't even think that's a motorcycle type anymore.
But that's a car.
A Harley Davidson.
A Holly Davidson.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Holly Jolly Davidson.
All sorts of corny jokes today, guys. Keep them coming. Keep us entertained. A game for jokes, sports trivia, etc. Cody's got a Dawson Mini. That's an Andre Dawson Mini. The Hawk. He's in one of our series right now. The All Things Mixer, I believe. It's a Hawk.
All the small things.
All the small things. It's a Hawk hat as a headliner in that series.
Helmet.
Is it a helmet? Oh, like a Hawk,
Yep.
like batting
Andre
helmet.
Dawson
Mini batting helmet.
Yep, mini. Yep.
Oh, a Dawson Mini. Yeah, Dermontti Dawson. Cody, that's right. I'm talking about Dermontti, and I don't even know what I'm referencing. Good stuff. Yeah, Dermontti Dawson is great. Bob just got his Dermontti Dawson Lunar Authentic. All right, Bob. All right. Dermontti Dawson is a Steeler. He's probably in that Steelers series we have, the Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet series. I know we have those 3 linebackers, Lambert, Andy Russell, the Mizzou man, and Jack Ham in that triple auto in that Steel Curtain helmet series. So, pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, Steven, we are 2 away in Flash Flood Mini Helmet Series.
Yep, 3 away in the next training camp.
3 away in the next training camp. So fill those 2 breaks out. 6 away in our jersey break, which is a brand new series. We have that Jerry Rice jersey. Looks sweet. 5 away on the Edge Factor. We have just 11 Edge Factors left in the series. I believe we have 5 headliners still left. Maybe 4. Antonio Gates Flash, Justin Jefferson Lunar, Sean Alexander Lunar, Ty Law Lunar, Tyreek Hill Lunar. Guys I haven't seen. So Edge Factor is filled with headliners as well. So
Antonio Gates is nice.
it was in the Breezy series. Bob, speaking of the Breezy series, we do have a Breezy personal. If you're in here, we can open this live on the air for you. Michael Thompson. Otherwise, we actually only have 1 Breezy left. And after Breezy gets done, we will drop an absolutely filthy full-size authentic series. It is really good. Great list of headliners, great list of helmets. We close out that Breezy. That series should be coming probably the night show, if not the night show, pretty soon for sure.
If not tomorrow.
Yes, so close out that Breezy series. 7 slots left. The final Breezy we have left.
And don't forget, guys, that Flash Flood Mini is a double box break. So for $39,
you can hit 2 items. 2 chances to win.
You could get 2 items.
Yeah, you keep your division for both breaks. You can get 2 items. 1 winner can win both, or we can have 2 different winners in that Flash Flood Mini. Really, really good list of headliners in there as well. Tony Dorsett Flash looks sweet, as does the Marshall Falk Speed Flex Lunar. Justin Jefferson, of course, is in there. Dude is just straight up balling in the NFL this year. So fill them up. Let us know what you want to play. I'll drop that Dutch down, Steven, from 260 to 220 on that Chris Johnson
You want to put
Dutch.
that on the camera? So
Sure do. People can take a look at Chris Johnson. Beautiful looking helmet.
It look bad from over here.
No.
What's it again?
There's a little, you see right there, you can kind of see it a little at the bottom of the logo. There's just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just a little paint job. That's about it, though. Otherwise, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Looks pretty good. All right, Steven, while we wait to fill up orders, yet again, guys, I will tell you, all the headliners still out there in our Platinum Series, the Steel Curtain, almost all in the Flash Flood Mini, which has 2 away. I'll get your thoughts on a couple NFL games this week. The biggest one features one of my main teams, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on your boy, Joe Burrow, and the Bengals in Cincinnati.
I feel like the Chiefs are going to go win that one.
Okay, Chiefs are 8 wins in a row, looking for 9. They are 5-point favorites. I almost feel like that's a game where the Chiefs win, but maybe the Bengals cover.
I think the Bengals are taking the next step in terms of becoming a playoff team.
Sure.
But they are not ready to deal with the likes
Of the Chiefs.
Of the Chiefs yet.
Not yet.
I think that's more of a next year thing.
I do a little podcast with my friends, and we posed the question there asking, are the Bengals going to break their playoff drought? They've gone 30 years without a playoff win. It is the 4th longest streak in NFL history, Steven. You say yes, but they are probably going to host a playoff game, but that could be up against the Patriots.
Wait, you said they're going to break their...
Are they going to end their playoff drought? They've gone 30 years without a playoff win.
Oh.
Excuse me. They've made the playoffs.
You got to rephrase that.
I may not have phrased it right. 30 years.
Never mind.
30 years without a playoff win.
Before I make that.
So, likely to face the Patriots or Colts.
Look,
potentially the Bills in that wild card game.
At home, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're getting some orders in here, so just give me a second.
Yeah, you take those orders in and make a ponder.
If they face the Patriots, if they get them at home.
Oh, Colton's in here. All right, Colton. I see you, Colton Bicker. We've got Jay Denman, Dwayne Robbie Jr., Jeanette Lee. Thank you very much for filling up those orders, guys. You guys are the absolute best. Dwayne from Montana, looks like. Cool. Cool.
This is one of their better teams, but also I think this year is more about going to the playoffs and seeing what they have. And I truly believe in Joe Burrow. So Him going to the playoffs and winning would not surprise me.
That's right. Who are the other three what? I almost lost track of what we're saying. Cody's asking who are the other three. And Bob is asking, what is Santa's favorite American state? North Dakota, because it's near the North Pole and it has North in it. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Not the worst guess.
1 away from the Flash Flood Mini Helmet Series. 3 away. Idaho, ho, ho. That makes sense, Bob.
Yes.
3 away from the Edge Factor. 5 away from the Nifty 50. 2 away from the training camp. 5 away from the jerseys. 6 away from the Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet Series. We are really close, guys, on several breaks. Thank you very much for getting the breaks moving. Let's definitely close out the Flash Flood Mini Helmet Series. Likely our next drought. Teams that have a playoff win drought. The longest drought, I believe, 2 of the 4 longest, I think, are the Lions. I got to pull this up. Longest playoff droughts. I know the Cardinals were 1 as well.
The Lions haven't won since the 90s?
91, I think, with Barry Sanders. Longest drought without a playoff win, guys. Just to make that completely obvious. Not playoffs made. Go Hokies, says James Kilborn. All right, Virginia Tech is playing in the bowl game today. James, I did bet Virginia Tech plus 3.5 against Maryland just for you. Bob says, if athletes get athlete's foot, what do astronauts get?
Astrofoot. AstroTurf.
I don't know. Mistletoe. Oh, that's a good one. The chief in the first series, Colton Bicker, was Dante Hall, the X Factor. That was your win. All right, guys. I'm going to even show you this list right here, since I can use our randomizer. We were talking about it. The longest playoff droughts, I was right. It's the Arizona Cardinals, 1960 to 1998. 38 years without a playoff win. Longest droughts without a win. Cardinals are number 1. Saints number 2, 33 wins from 67 to 2000. Lions are 3, 31 from 1960 to 1991. Then Bengals 30 from 1991, still ongoing. And how about this? The Lions also have a drought. Start year 1992, 29 years. So the Lions went 31 years without a playoff win. Then they had 1 playoff win, and now they've gone 29 years.
You see the third team on that current list? The third current team on this list?
Yeah, the Lions, the 3rd and the 5th.
No, I mean
active?
Third active
This
team.
is active. The 3rd active is the Dolphins.
Yep.
And they're now in playoff position.
They control their own destiny.
So, but this is what's crazy, Steven. So the Detroit Lions in the last 60 years have 1 playoff win.
Yep. Struggle.
Crazy.
The struggle is real.
You got it, Cody. I'm here to get you the stats. Just a little fun statistics out there in sports. You're welcome, Colton. Has anyone seen Michael Lepre today, Chris? Chris, I don't know that I've seen Michael. I don't think he's in our break orders. So I'm going to take the randomizer down for those statistics. Let's fill out the breaks. We are closing in 1 away from the Flash Flood. Chris, there's a Tony Dorsett mini in there. I know you're a big Cowboy fan. James Bushy's a big Cowboy guy. A whole bunch of good headliners in that one. Speaking of Chief guys, Jamal Charles Flash is in there. I think that might have been the one that's been pulled. But really good list of headliners in the Flash Flood mini. The Shrek and Ghost, if you're watching, there's a Jerome Bettis helmet in there as well. So let's get those breaks filled up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and we will break those.
We're 1 away on the Flash Flood.
It's our closest break.
That is our closest break. 3 away on Edge Factor, 2 away on Training Camp. So 3, 2, 1.
Joe Burrow, a couple years ago, I just saw this floating around Twitter. Joe Burrow had the 7 touchdown passes and 8 total touchdowns in the college football semis against Oklahoma at this time about 2 years ago. What a game that was.
The only game Jalen Hurts hasn't been favored in.
That's right. Justin Hurts, or not Justin Hurts, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson. I got my guys mixed up. Justin Jefferson, who we have as a headliner in that Flash Flood miniseries, Justin Jefferson Lunar. Justin Jefferson had 4 touchdown catches in that game. We also have Justin Jefferson in the Edge Factor. Lunar on a full-size replica. So actually, and we have Justin Jefferson in the nifty 50. So whole bunch of Jay Jettas in the break room.
I definitely saw some Jamar Chase stuff back there.
Okay.
Checked it in. Not sure
Cool.
if it's in any of these series yet, but lots of teammates from the
LSU.
lots of players from that LSU.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the guy we have in the break room.
Patrick Queen. I'm sure we
might have.
I'm sure we pulled him.
So
That Justin Jefferson helmet Matt Menard won from the Brady mixer.
was it a flash?
It was a replica.
It was a replica?
It was an LSU replica.
Oh, I remember that.
that
Yes,
was
I
a
pulled it. We
great
were in here
helmet.
together. That was sick.
I was very jealous. of
That was
helmet.
sick.
Very jealous.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's a guy that, I don't get sick of seeing in the break
Yeah.
room. He is, of the current athletes, probably the guy we have the single most helmets in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
Like active athletes. I know there's some historical athletes that might have him beat, but for sure active, if not total, we have a whole bunch of Justin Jefferson in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's second in the league in receiving yards this year. Let me pull it up. I believe he's second in receiving yards. He is second. Cooper Kupp is first by a mile. 1,734 receiving yards. Cooper Kupp looking to become the first guy with 2,000 career receiving yards in NFL history. He might get it this weekend because he is playing
I'm cool with that.
the Ravens.
I'm cool with that.
That's on your fantasy boy.
I'm cool with that. He can shred them.
Ravens
Mark
got
Andrews could shred them back.
the Ravens gave
I'm
up
hoping
more
to
than
shoot it.
500 yards to Joe Burrow. I think they're last in the league in pass defense. Part of it is they do have a ton of injuries.
Yeah.
But I
COVID.
mean that just injuries even before COVID.
Yeah.
Their secondary, I believe, have a couple of starters out from the beginning of the season. And it shows. It definitely shows. It definitely shows.
They are doomed from the get-go this year because they lost J.K. Dobbins, several running backs right out the chute.
And they still found themselves, I believe they were 8-3 and they've lost 4 in a row. They're now 8-7. They are, I think, on the outside looking in.
They faced some pretty tough competition.
They certainly have. All right, Luis Barrios, I see you. Did Luis
He
just
closed out the nifty 50.
All right, Luis, I see you, Luis. We will have a wheel spin today because the nifty 50 minis are closed out, Luis. And whoever else is in that break, let us know on the nifty 50s. We have just 7 of those left in the series. That's a series that we at one point had up on the site. Then we took it down as a retail order. We put it back up on the site. So there's some really good stuff in there. I know a lot of it has been pulled. That Emmitt Smith Chrome was pulled, but we should have hopefully at least another headliner left in that series. And it's specialty minis, Steven. We'll have either a Lunar, Flash, Eclipse, etc. There's no standard minis in that nifty 50.
All right, the nifty 50 is ready for
All right,
you, good
nifty
sir.
50 number 1 is ready. We've got Alex Kuhn, Dwayne, Robbie Jr., Colton Bicker, and Luis. If you guys can get us a box number, since we only have 7 left in the series, which, by the way, you guys know we close out our series, we drop a new one. Since there's only 7 left, I have them all in the ticker. All those numbers are all that's left. 30, somehow we skipped through 40, 43, 47, 48, 49, and 50. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to get us a box number on Nifty 50 before I head to the randomizer. 47, Luis is closing. Luis is calling out the box number, bringing himself some good mojo on this break. Thank you very much, Luis.
All right, nifty 50 number 2 is 5.
Sweet. 47. $47 all the way in the back. This is a single box break. I will offer this up. The next one's up, but if we fill up the next one, if you guys want to do a double in Nifty 50, I'm happy to do it. Those minis are a little bit more expensive at $24 than our typical minis. So that's why we have it as a single, but we can do Nifty 50 as a double if you guys want.
They're sweet specialty helmets.
Rob Swim, we did 1 steel curtain. You were in there. We didn't pull a hit for you. Dante Hall went to Colton Bicker. We are closing out on the edge factor. I believe that's maybe our closest break or one of our very closest breaks. Hope so. Just opened up a Derek Johnson and Dante Culpepper from the Nifty 50. Very nice. Chiefs linebacker, 4-time Pro Bowler, and Dante Culpepper, the great Vikings quarterback.
I had a Dante Culpepper jersey.
You did?
Him and Randy Moss.
Very nice.
I had all 3 colors of Randy Moss. I had a white, black, and purple.
Randy Moss was a boss.
Yes.
Rob, you got it. You got it, Rob. We'll probably do the Edge Factor in a couple minutes here, Rob. We are really close to getting that sold out.
3 away.
3 away. All right.
We're still 1 away on the Flash Flood minis.
All right, 1 away. Let's do the other minis that we have up, guys. It's been 1 away for far too long, I feel like, Steven. Luis Barrios, by the way, man, you're in the NFC North, NFC East, NFC West, AFC North, and AFC South. Colton, you've got the AFC East. Alex Kuhn, AFC West. And don't worry, Dwayne, I didn't forget about you. Dwayne, you are in the NFC South. Dwayne Rabe, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but another Dwayne R. Here we go, Nifty 50. Numero uno. This is one of the most underrated players of all time.
Yeah.
One of the most underrated players of all time on a flash adept. It is Fred Taylor, 17th all-time in career rushing yards. Fred Taylor on the flash. This is a thing of beauty. Let me show this bad boy off. Look at how nice this is. That white signature up top. Flash helmets, Fred Taylor. How about it? Very nice. That is an AFC South hit, right? AFC South. Luis, you earned that win. 5 out of 8 slots. You called out the box number as well. You closed it out, 2 on top of that. I had a feeling you'll take home this dub, Luis. Taylor on a mini. Got James Kilborn in here. James is wanting those slabs. All right, James. That has been noted. We're
working on it.
Hopefully going to get a slab soon. Believe me, I'm one of the folks in here pushing for slabs in the break room. We know how much you guys love them. We do have some slabs mixed in to our mixers. I know we had New Year football. We had some slabs in there. We might have some slabs in our mixer series right now as well. Not 100% sure on that, though. Nice. Thanks, guys. One of my fantasy heroes. There you go. Fred Taylor was a really good fantasy player. He not only played with the Jaguars, he was also on the Patriots for a few years as well. So that's how he is.
Gator.
Yeah, 17th all-time in rushing yards. Pretty good. Only 16 running backs ever have had more. Not that many more will pass him up either because it is the pass-heavy era. For sure, Derrick Henry, but who knows who else. No, don't. Haha. Not till spring. Okay, James Kilborn actually wants to save his money and wait till spring. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, James.
Tax returns in January, bud.
Tax returns in January, and I think we will have one soon. Flash flood number 1, by the way. We got, oh, here we go. The Ghost. Douglas Oast is coming in, 11 and 12 on the Flash minis. He's in here with James Strode, Colton Bicker, Jay Denman, Robert Liley, Austin Thomas, and Dwayne Rabe as well.
And number 2 for the Flash Flood is up. Thank you guys for filling that out.
Awesome. Flash Flood 11 and 12. Let me take those off the ticker, and I will bring them for you wonderful folks. Thank you very much, guys. We got to be close on that edge factor in training camp, Steven. I know we're really close.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay.
Still standing at 3 and 2.
All right, let's fill those up, boys. Let's fill them up. And ladies.
5 away on our new series, Spanning Time.
Excellent. I definitely want to open up at least one jersey tonight. Oh, 11 and 12 are here. Next to each other.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Double box break for the new folks in here. Our minis are posted as a double box break, which means that you have your same division or both breaks. Go Bengals, says Dwayne. All right. Good thing I'm talking up the Bengals, Dwayne. Welcome to the break room. I know that's a customer we've had before, but haven't seen him too much. All right, here we go. We're going 10 times for your divisions. Bengals look at least like a division champ. They've got that tiebreaker against the Ravens and Steelers if it comes down to it. All right, 10 times. those are our divisions. Here we go. Paste these bad boys in. James Strode, NFC North. Austin Thomas, NFC South. Jay in the NFC East. Dwayne in the NFC West. James also has the AFC North. Robert Lilly, AFC South. Douglas Oast, the Ghost, calling out the box numbers. He's in the AFC East. And Colton Bicker, still staying active. Colton's everywhere in the break room. He's in the AFC West. Here we go. Whole bunch of headliners left in this series, Steven. Whole bunch. All right. How about this? How about this? This is the guy we were talking about earlier. Has probably the best signature in the game. He is an all-time legendary center, Hall of Fame center 2012, Dermontti Dawson for the Steelers. Look at how nice the signature is. Oh, man. Thing of beauty. One of the best signatures in the history of signatures. Dermontti Dawson, Hall of Famer 2012. That is the AFC North. That is James Strode. All right, James. Get yourself a Hall of Famer with a great signature. Dermontti Dawson, to me, one of the most underrated hits in the break room just because of how nice that signature is. Even Bob Boulay likes that one, Steven.
Hard to please Bob.
What's up, guys? How is everyone doing today? Shrek and Ghost, we're doing great. We just pulled the Pittsburgh Steeler. That's your team. You got your rival Dwayne in here with the Bengals. So we can start a break room rivalry. But we'll still be friends. We are doing great.
That's not how rivalries work, Common.
Okay, okay. There he is, says Cody. Dermontti Dawson. Cody was talking about how we had a Dawson. This is a guy we have in the break room quite a lot. Boom, baby, says the Shrek and Ghost. Look at this guy. Dermontti Dawson. Woo-woo-woo. Shrek and Ghost, the Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet Series. We've got that triple signed Steelers helmet, Andy Russell, Jack Lambert, and Jack Ham. Actually, what was Lambert's name? It's Jack Ham. Lambert, what was Lambert's first name?
Couldn't be Jack?
Maybe it is Jack. It might be two
I
Jacks.
feel like it is Jack Lambert.
I think it is Jack Lambert. So it should be two Jacks. Jack Ham, Andy Russell, former Mizzou Tiger, like myself.
If not, Bob will correct him.
Yeah, Bob will holla at us. Good news, this is a double box break. So we got one more. I've been following that one very closely. Well, guys, I told you, only 29 boxes left in the Steel Curtain. We haven't pulled a single headliner in that series. And as the Shrek and Ghost himself says, great series and awesome hits all around in that one. So we've had 11 pulls. They've been awesome. Not a single headliner. All right. How about this? We got ourselves a Garrison Hurst mini. Garrison Hurst, San Francisco 49ers, great running back. He was actually the first Madden cover athlete in the European version, I believe, in 1999. He is a two-time Pro Bowler, second-team All-Pro after 1,570 rush yards in 98, NFL Comeback Player of the Year. And while we're talking the Madden video game, gotta say, R.I.P., rest in peace to the legend John Madden, passing away at 85 years old yesterday. John Madden's a guy who transcended multiple generations. The older folks know him as the Raiders coach. The middle-aged folks, including even some of us younger guys, we did watch John Madden first as a broadcaster before he retired. Big fan of Brett Favre. Brett Favre sent his condolences as well. So R.I.P. to John Madden on a legendary career. Doing everything, both coaching and announcing, and I've heard he's a great human being. But Garrison Hurst is a great football player, one of the best running backs in the late 90s and early 2000s. That is an NFC West hit. That's Dwayne. Dwayne is in the chat. Dwayne is in the winner's sheet. Very nice, Dwayne.
You're already in there, Dwayne. I just put you.
You're in there, Dwayne. Get yourself the dub. Dwayne. Believe it's Rabe. Could be Rab. I'm not sure, but Dwayne. Very nice hit. Garrison Hurst, legendary running back for the 49ers. 49ers, believe it or not, despite their loss against the Titans, they went out. They control their own destiny. They're in the playoffs.
And they got the Texans this week.
Yeah, not a bad team to have. Although, any given Sunday, the Texans, who did they just upset? Now,
Chargers.
The Chargers. They upset the Chargers, who are fighting for a playoff spot as well. So you never know. Any given Sunday in the NFL.
Apparently Elijah Mitchell is set to return for the 49ers.
The Shrekin Ghost asks, what's that great-looking Dutch item over there? Mr. Shrekin Ghost, I will show you right now. This is, I believe, Shrekin Ghost is a Steeler fan, but maybe he likes the Tennessee Titans as well.
I mean, it's not bad colors.
This is Chris Johnson, one of 8 2,000-yard rushers. It is a full-size lunar eclipse. There you go. It is a lunar eclipse, full-size lunar replica. This is a replica lunar Chris Johnson, one of 8 2,000-yard rushers. Let's drop that price. What do we have it at right now?
$220.
$220. Let's go $180. You can have this for $180. $180. That is almost as low as we can go on this bad boy. Chris Johnson, beautiful looking helmet. Only slight imperfection is there. It is. You can see that little patch below the Titans logo.
You tilt it that certain way.
You can see it a little bit, but it looks pretty good. It's a good Dutchie. Edge factor's ready, Steven. All right, edge factor number 1. What's the issue with it? I just showed you, Shrekin Ghost. Just that minor little spot right there below the logo. But as for edge factor number 1, we've got Swim Roberts.
Tilt it again. Tilt it again.
Yeah, if you tilt it, you'll see it more. There's a delay in the chat, so...
Yeah, right there.
Very small. Very small.
Very small, only in proper lighting.
That does look really good, says the Shrekin Ghost. It does, Shrek. It could be yours for $180. Bottom of the break page. Swim Robert, Dwayne, Jay, Colton, Scott, and the Shrekin Ghost himself are in Edge Factor number 1. If we can get a box number for Edge Factor number 1, let us know, guys, and then we'll go ahead and rip that bad boy. Let's see. We've got 9, 18, 19, 20, 23, and 26. This series is out of 30 helmets. Somehow folks are skipping over box number 9. So I don't know. They think there's nothing good in box number 9. Maybe we'll find out soon. Otherwise, guys, we have 5 away in spanning through time jerseys. Just dropped that jersey series about an hour ago. 6 left in the next steel curtain. 2 left in the second training camp. Those are our closest breaks. Let us know on a box number, guys, for the Edge Factor. I'll give you about 30 seconds. I know I've seen Colton in the chat. I've actually seen Swim Roberts, Dwayne, and the Shrekin Ghost. So I know a lot of you are in here. Let us know on a box number. Otherwise, I'll let the randomizer pick. That Edge Factor series is also pretty good. A lot of lunars in there.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson, Sean Alexander, Tyreek Hill, Ty Law. I think all those guys, I believe, are still out there. I know we pulled Edgerrin James and Stephon Diggs, but Antonio Gates also might be out there. So only 11 boxes left in that series. We could have as much as 5 headliners. I might be off by 1, but we have at least 3 to 4 of them. So I mean, your headliner ratio.
In the edge factor, that was a hidden headliner.
Yeah, we had Marshall Faulk as a hidden headliner. So
hidden headliner.
So we might have close to 50% headliner left in this Edge Factor. Pretty good. Pretty good odds if you ask me.
Gesicki.
20.
Gesicki.
Thank you very much, Joshua, for calling out the box number. I'll move this CJ Dutchie over here. All right. Yeah, I've only seen 2 out of 7 headliners pulled. Again, sometimes our winner sheets are off. Sometimes things go as retail orders, so I can't say 100%. But at least according to my beliefs, Steven, we should have 5 out of 7 headliners left, which means that 5 out of the 11 remaining boxes should contain a headliner. So could be off by 1, but even if it's 4 or 3, that's pretty good headliner to box ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad if you ask me.
1 away from training camp.
All right,
Chris Roberts.
1 away from training camp. Thank you very much, Chris. Chris, may I interest you in our brand new jersey break? I know Chris loves those jerseys. We have a Jerry Rice jersey in that jersey break. The greatest receiver of all time. Scott Harmon, you're in the NFC North. Dwayne Rabe, NFC South. Colton Bicker, NFC East. The Shrekin Ghost is in the NFC West and NFC North. Excuse me, NFC West and AFC North. All right, Joshua. AFC North. Maybe there's a Pittsburgh Steeler in here for you. Swim Robert, AFC South. Dwayne, AFC East. And Jay Denman, AFC West. Let's do this. Edge Factor. Number 1. Let's do this. Yeah, only 10 left in this series, guys. Only 10 left. A lot of headliners. You guys want to chase some headliners? Hop in there. We'll do as many as you want. All right, Steven. Going a little old school here. This isn't a headliner, so that means the headliner ratio only improves. We do have a Hall of Famer, 2003. That is Jay Delamalore, offensive guard, played from 73 to 85. Most of his time with the Bills, 6-time Pro Bowler, 8 times All-Pro. A Hall of Fame 2003. Hey, Joe, you're going home to the AFC East. That is Dwayne. Second hit of the day for Dwayne. Dwayne is eating up. All right, Dwayne. Joe Delamore. Really hard name to say. Say that one 3 times fast.
Not gonna try.
Don't try. We'll just call him Joe D. Joe D.
Joe.
Just call him Joe. Let's go with Joe. That's nice and simple. All right. So, a lot of good stuff still to come in the Edge Factor. The one I want to do, Steven, is that full-size authentic steel curtain platinums. All the headliners are still out there in that series. If Matthew Kurt, if you're watching, we got a Brian Dawkins in there. Larry Roslin, we've got a Champ Bailey. And, of course, that triple-signed Steelers helmet for the Shrekin Ghost. 3 all-time great linebackers. As Bob Boulay says, the greatest linebacker duo of all time. Linebacker trio, excuse me. So let's go.
You're going to have to settle for training camp number 2 for right now.
Training camp number 2 is fine by me. It's a break. Looks like we closed out. Oh, we did close out the steel curtain, looks like, too.
Yep, I'll get that ready.
All right, cool. So we'll do that.
Training camp is finished first.
Training camp is finished first. We'll do training camp first, and then we'll do the steel curtain. Let's give it a go. Just closed it out. All right, Trek and Ghost. Giving it a go. Very nice. So we got the 2 ghosts in here in the break room today. We got Douglas Host, who was in the break earlier. Now we have Joshua Shrekin Ghost. So both ghosts are here today, Steven. Could be a spooky show. How's that for corny jokes? Bob's not the only one.
That's not.
42 says Chris Roberts. Coming in hot. Chris is ready to go. I know Chris is looking for that Patrick Waugh jersey. He really wants that great goalie jersey. That's what Chris is looking for. All right, Chris, I'm going to get 42 right now. I'm going to get it right now. I think Champ was pulled. Okay, Larry, Champ may have been pulled. Again, I try and keep an eye on things, but it's possible that one was pulled. It is possible. But a bunch of them are still out there for sure. All right, this is a top spot break. So we open this first, and then we see what's inside. And then we go to the randomizer for the top spot winner. Oh, Chris wants Darryl Strawberry or Strawberry. Okay. All right, Chris. Darryl Strawberry, a legendary baseball player with the Mets. I think he also played on the Yankees at one point, too. All right. This is a Pittsburgh Steelers safety. You just won a 16x20 autograph signed by Donnie Shell. So let me see if this is in the room here. We usually have these in the room. Hopefully we do. Maybe not, actually. Oh, what do we got here? We got something up here. Nope, that's our calendar. I don't see it in here, Steven. Donnie Shell. 16 by 20. Oh, maybe this is it up here. Hold on. Not Donnie Shell. We do have this, though. This is pretty cool. This is my Mizzou man, Kellen Winslow. Look at him. Hi, Kellen. Hall of Fame tight end. So it should look something like that. 16 by 20. Donnie Shell. Right. We don't have that Donnie Shell item in the room, unfortunately. We got to get. We'll have. If we have a second, we'll look in the back. But this is roughly what a 16 by 20 looks like for size. So this is a 16 by 20. It'll be Donnie Shell, the Steelers' great safety, one of the all-time great defensive players, instead of Kellen Winslow, the Mizzou Tiger. All right, we're going to go top spot to see who takes home Donnie Shell. A lot of Steelers tracking Ghost. Can this be some foreshadowing? Shell was a member of the Steel Curtain defense, 4-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time Pro Bowler. He played with those 3 linebackers in that series, Steven. So it could be some foreshadowing to more Steelers. We've already had Dermontti Dawson. Now we've had Donnie Shell. Could we pull that triple sign helmet next? Maybe for the Shrekin Ghost himself. All right, we're going 10 times on the randomizer. I haven't seen Darryl Strawberry pulled, Chris. But again, we've had a ton of retail orders in the training camp. Because this was off our site for a couple weeks. I would lose my mind, says the Shrekin Ghost. Okay, well, let's make it happen. Let's wish it into existence. Jeremy Field is the top spot. He's taking home Donnie Shell photo. All right, Jeremy. Better get a win. Once you've paid for the money, I say get yourself a dub. Better than a loss, right?
True.
Jeremy Field. All right, Jeremy. Cool. All right. The moment of truth is here, Steven. The Shrekin Ghost is ready to lose his mind. Steel Curtain number 2. Jeanette Lee, Colton Bicker, James Kilborn, Joshua Shrekin Ghost. If you guys can get us a box number, Steel Curtain number 2. We've got 3, 6, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Can I get a box number? Box number 2 left in the jerseys. 4 left in the All the Small Things mixer. We also have 7 left in the next Edge Factor and next Flash Flood. 13, the Shrekin Ghost is hoping for lucky number to 13, Steven. My girlfriend's favorite number. We'll see. We'll see. 13. This will be fun. Whole bunch of headliners out there, guys. This could be a headliner moment. Let's wish it into existence. Let's make it happen. Box 13. 13 out of 40. Let's do it. Good shot. Someone with a J wins this break. We got Joshua, James, and Jeanette. But hey, Colton's out there, and Colton's a big-time winner. You can never underestimate Colton. We have 7 spots that start with a J. Here we go. 10 times on the randomizer. For your divisions. Otherwise, let's hop on that break page and let's keep things moving. Would love to do a long show, but that, of course, is up to you guys. All right, take the randomizer down. Copy you into your divisions. All right, James Kilborn, you're in the NFC North. Joshua Shrekin Ghost, NFC South. James Kilborn, also, you've got the NFC East and NFC West. Jeanette has the AFC North. The Shrekin Ghost has the AFC South and AFC East. And Colton Bicker has the AFC West. Colton got an AFC West win earlier in the day and to start the show, actually. You got that Dante Hall. Chris is saying gonna be a Chief or a Bronco. All right, well, Colton Bicker is saying bring it on, Chris. Bring it on. Colton says let's make it happen. Chief or a Bronco. Chris Roberts is Mr. Predictions. This is a full-size authentic, as is every helmet in this series, Steven. Only 56 bucks. We have full-size authentics that go up for 70 or 75. 56 is a bargain. A bargain. If you ask me.
A bargain.
A bargain. All right, here we go. Let's kill the suspense and see what we got in here. All right, Steven, what did I say? I said we had a whole bunch of headliners left in this series.
Yeah.
Whole bunch. None pulled, or maybe one, is what Larry is saying. How about a headliner? How about this? Let's do it. Sean Alexander, 05 MVP, set the record for total touchdowns that was then broken by LaDainian Tomlinson. Sean Alexander on a Lunar. This is a beautiful looking helmet. He'll be cheering on his Alabama Crimson Tide in the college football playoffs. Really nice. That is Possums. He signed 37-4. Bob Boulay knows what that religious reference is. You can probably tell us in the chat, but this is a beautiful looking helmet. This is fancy. Look at how nice this thing looks. This is just beautiful. That's the NFC West, and that is James Kilborn. All right, James Kilborn. Headliner hits Sean Alexander. I told you guys, whole bunch of headliners left in this series. Let's hop in there and get those other headliners. James Kilborn. Very nice. Here we go. Bob is coming in. Psalms 37:4. Excuse me. Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Finally, a steel curtain hit. Fire, says James Kilborn. He got himself that dub. He was talking it up. He's got himself the dub. Sean Alexander. Very nice. Yeah, that 05 season is to this day one of the great running back seasons of all time. Second all time in total touchdowns for a season. I believe Sean Alexander had 28 that season, Stephen, if I remember correctly. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
We have another break filled up.
Yep, spanning through time.
Excellent. Oh, I'm pumped. It's another break I wanted to get into because it is a brand new jersey series. You guys know what that means. Every single headliner is still out there. I want to see that Jerry Rice jersey. Also, Pocket Hercules is in that series. Maurice Jones-Drew, my favorite nickname in all of sports. Yes, I went there. Pocket Hercules. That's how much I love that one. I think there's an Earl Campbell in there as well.
Yep.
Antonio Gates.
Jim Kelly.
Stephon Diggs. Pretty good series.
Antonio Brown. Jamal Charles.
Very nice.
All right.
All right, we got Paris Robinson, who's a new guy. Travis Honga, Colton Bicker, James Kilborn, Scott Harmon, and Bob Boulay. If you guys can get us a box number, I've got 1 through 6 up on the ticker. You guys are my rocks now. Can't get hit other times. James Kilborn, hop in with Steven and I. We are together every Wednesday at noon and every Sunday at 8 p.m. 4, says Paris. Paris, thank you very much. 4 is going off the ticker, and we'll bring it. Steven, can you get 4?
Yeah.
Since you're right there, it should be
right here, yeah.
the top ones, actually. I believe I organized them top to bottom, so it should be either on the left or right there. They may not be 100% exact, but it's one of those in there.
3, 1,
This is it. This is the moment.
2.
4's in there. I have a feeling it's in there.
I mean, I hope it's in here. 4.
4. There we go. All right, Paris, thank you so much for calling out the box number and participating in the chat. Box number 4 in Spanning Through Time Jersey Series, our first break of this Jersey Series. We literally dropped this about 11 or so it hasn't been on the site very long. Really excited to get into it. Here we go. 10 times on the randomizer. How are we looking on the break page otherwise, Steven?
We are pretty wide open.
All right.
4 slots remaining in all the small things. That's our next closest one.
All right, guys, so we're pretty wide open. I'll head to the break page now and keep the show moving. We would love to see a bunch of orders and keep this a fun afternoon. All right, James Kilborn, you're in the NFC North. Bob Boulay, NFC South. Travis Honga, NFC East. Scott Harmon, NFC West. Bob Boulay, AFC South. Don't worry, Paris, I didn't skip you. AFC North. Colton Baker, AFC East. And we got Scott Harmon in the AFC West. Here we go. First jersey break of the Spanning Through Time jersey series. It's spanning through time because we have a bunch of old school headliners and a bunch of new school headliners as well in the series. Speaking of old school, how about Bob Lilly? Bob Lilly, Super Bowl champ, pro and college football Hall of Famer with the Cowboys, 11-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first-team All-Pro, a great defensive tackle in the 60s and 70s for the Cowboys. Bob Lilly. Very nice. So, oh, this is like a different colored Cowboy jersey. It's like
Alternate.
It's a dark blue jersey. Hall of Fame 1980, as you see there. Hall of Fame 80. Bob Lilly's got a nice looking signature as well. So that is an NFC East hit. And that is Travis Honga. Single spot snipe Travis. Very nice. Bob Lilly to kick off the Spanning Through Time jersey series. The Cowboys defense right now is looking pretty good. They are a turnover waiting to happen. Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons. That's a great defense. That's sweet. Love the color, says Chris Roberts. It is a beautiful alternate color. Chris loves that as a Cowboy fan for sure. Bob Lilly. Who is your team, Travis? Chris is looking for a trade already. He's already looking for a trade. Travis, who is your team? I'm not sure if I know who Travis's team is. Travis Honga. I remember, I think I was breaking when Travis got his first ever win in the break room. I remember that moment. I think he won in a slab. I know Travis, I believe, was doing our slab series at one point. Bob Lilly. Call him break room legend because he is one. Spanning Through Time number 1. Love that we've done a decent amount of different breaks. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So, what do you think about the Cowboys, Steven? You think the Cowboys are a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Because I've been on and off the wagon. I'm kind of hopping on. I'm very impressed with what...
I won't be on the wagon until they show me.
Okay, so Steven wants a playoff win. He wants the Cowboys to show him.
I want a Super Bowl win. I
want a Super Bowl win.
This playoff nonsense.
Okay, well...
Go to a Super Bowl. Then we'll talk.
I think the Cowboys need to first get to the NFC Championship game. That's their first order of business.
I wholeheartedly agree.
So we'll see.
And that's my problem.
All right, so 6 left in the next Steel Curtain, 7 left in the next Edge Factor, 7 next in the Flash Flood Mini, 4 left in the Small Things Mixer. Our Dutch item is Chris Johnson. Let's get him down to the rock bottom price, Steven, $160. That's as low as we'll go on that Chris Johnson. A replica lunar full-size helmet. One of 8 guys with 2,000 career rushing yards. While we do that, I'm going to bring him here next to me. But I'm going to show you guys our series one more time. The Steel Curtain Platinum series. I can't get enough of this series, guys. We just pulled, I believe, our first or second headliner we've pulled in this series. It was that Sean Alexander Lunar. But this is what we're looking at. We've got the 3 great Steeler linebackers, multi-signed helmet, Jack Lambert, Jack Ham, and Andy Russell, former Mizzou Tiger on here. We have Brian Dawkins on an Eclipse, one of the all-time great safeties. Champ Bailey, one of the great corners on a Broncos Flash. That's one that may be gone. We're not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure Stephon Diggs, one of the best receivers in the game, led the league in receiving yards last season. Receiving yards. Yeah, Devontae Adams led receiving touchdowns. Receiving yards was Stephon Diggs. Tyreek Hill on a Flash, maybe the fastest receiver in the game. And this is a little unique. Edgerrin James on the Cardinals. I think of Edgerrin James on the Colts, but this is Edgerrin James on the Cardinals.
It's a little different.
We've pulled one headliner for sure, Sean Alexander. Larry's saying he might have seen Champ Bailey. I haven't personally seen it myself, but we have literally 5 or 6 headliners left in this series, so it's pretty good. Steel Curtain is a pretty good series. That's one that I would definitely love to get into. Only $56 for full-size authentics. Not bad if you ask me. Let me show off a couple of our other series while we're at it, Steven. So this is the Edge Factor series, which we only have 10 boxes left of. And I've only seen Edgerrin James pulled, and I believe Stephon Diggs. I think we pulled Stephon Diggs on Sunday. But I think this Antonio Gates Flash might be out there. And I haven't seen Justin Jefferson, Shaun Alexander, Ty Law, or Tyreek Hill get pulled in this series either. So that's another good one to keep in mind. And I'll show you guys the Jersey series that we just did. Our very first Jersey series break we did. We've got, let's see what we got here. Let's pull this bad boy up again. Jerry Rice, Earl Campbell with Texas, Antonio Gates, Jamal Charles, Antonio Brown, Jim Kelly, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Stephon Diggs. So pretty nice list of headliners there. That's a good series to get into. And then the Flash Flood Minis, we also have a whole bunch of headliners left in that one as well. Let me show this one off. So you guys know what we got. We've got that Tony Dorsett Flash, the Marshall Faulk Lunar, Travis Kelce Eclipse, Justin Jefferson Lunar, Lawrence Taylor Lunar, Jason Taylor Lunar, Jamal Charles Flash, and Jerome Bettis Lunar. So really good running backs in this series. Marshall Faulk, Tony Dorsett, Jerome Bettis, Jamal Charles. If you like yourself a running back, this is it. This is it. So those are the things we have up right now. Some of the main series, some of my recommendations. But we do only have 4 slots left in our All the Small Things Multi-Sport Mixer, as well as the final Breezy Does It is in the room. 7 slots remaining. We close out the Breezy Does It. We'll drop a new series for you. So Steven, who is your favorite to make it to the Super Bowl out of each conference? And everyone else is in the chat. Got any favorites? Since sounds like you're not on the boys train.
Well, I'll never be on the boys train.
Okay.
Even if they win it, I will not buy. As long as Jerry Jones owns the team, I will not buy it.
Not a Jerry Jones fan, Steven isn't.
Nice guy, I'm sure. I just don't. I think he meddles way too much.
Okay, he's a meddler.
Yep, and it's in his own way.
All right, so who do you like to make the Super Bowl this year?
I mean, until they stop him, Tom.
Tampa Tom?
Yep. As long as Leonard Fournette comes back healthy, I know they lost Godwin. That's unfortunate, but they still got plenty of weapons, and they just need these next few weeks to get right.
Robert Liley saying, "Go Pack, go." The thing the Packers have going for themselves is if they win out, they get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They are 7-0 at home. 7-0 at home this year.
I'm pretty sure they were really good at home last year. They're good at home every year. They never seem to do it.
No, they did lose at home in the NFC Championship game against the aforementioned Bucks. Maybe I'm boring, Steven, and I think it's very wide open in both conferences.
Chiefs,
but I trust the Chiefs and Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think we're going to see a rematch of the Super Bowl, and I think the Chiefs are going to win it this time around. Just because I think Kansas City's defense is much improved, and it's easier to make the adjustments once you've lost. The Bucs also have some injuries, too. Keep that in mind. I could see the Cowboys, though. I'll be honest with you. Cowboys and Packers are probably the other 2 teams I like in the NFC. For some reason, I just don't trust the Rams. Matthew Stafford hasn't proven it in the playoffs for me.
I trust the Rams because of Sean McVay.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe Matt Stafford hasn't done it in the playoffs. Again, those were Lions coaches.
Yes, they were.
Sean McVay's taken
Jared Goff to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
So I figured he can maybe lead Matt Stafford.
Well, I'm looking at
But I'm not picking them at all.
The Packers, Bucks, and Cowboys are the 3 that I like in the NFC. In the AFC, I like the Chiefs. And the Bills are showing me something in recent weeks. The Chiefs and Bills, that's a rematch of last year's AFC title game. I got to go more new school. Maybe the Colts. The Colts are a hot team right now.
They're hot now. They're not going to be hot when it matters.
Okay.
Just like the Cowboys are hot now.
All right, well, Chris Roberts is coming in. NFC Packers, Cowboys, AFC Bills, Colts. All right, Chris. I believe Chris is going.
Chris is not allowing Tampa Bay the same reason I'm not allowing the Cowboys.
If Henry gets back healthy, the Titans may surprise everyone. That's a good
true.
point.
That's
I haven't
good.
actually seen any injury updates about Henry. I don't know
I haven't heard anything either.
Okay.
They're very quiet.
Bob is going Bills, Packers. Bills win their first Super Bowl. I picked the Bills preseason. That'd be cool. I'll tell you this, Steven. The Bills have one of the most passionate fan bases. Obviously, I'm a Chiefs fan. But if not for the Chiefs, if I had to pick a team that I'll be cheering for, if the Chiefs get knocked out, I'll be pulling for the Bills. I think it'd be a good story to see Buffalo Nation after those 4 straight Super Bowl losses in the 90s and just all the lack of winning they've had in recent seasons. That fan base certainly deserves it. I think...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. The Bills are very talented.
Derrick Henry could return in Week 18 to knock off.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Knock off the rust Week 18. Hop on playoff week.
Because obviously Tannehill's not the same quarterback. But then again, who would be the same quarterback if you lost Derrick Henry?
Sure, it makes it much harder. You're much more predictable. You're not as much of a it's much easier when you can get those play actions when you got those 9 guys in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Be funny if the Patriots snuck in the championship game. I wouldn't put it past them. The Patriots have an incredible roster. They have probably the best coach of all time, a great defense. Mac Jones was playing great. He didn't look as good the last few weeks. We'll see what happens there.
I think they'll get to the divisional round.
Okay, I think so.
And that's whoever they face there is when
they slide.
Yeah. Now, if it's Bills Patriots again, that would be interesting.
That'd be a great round 3 in that matchup. That would be fun, for sure. It'll be different depending on what the weather's like. That's the thing about the Bills. They don't have that running game. If it's a snowy game, I'll take the Patriots. If it's a normal weather condition, I will take the Bills.
This week though, Buffalo's at home against Atlanta.
Okay.
It's supposed to snow.
All right.
Well,
I think they're better than Atlanta. They're better enough to make that happen.
I know they're going to beat Atlanta. I'm just curious to see how the game is going to go.
Drew Atchison is saying, "Go Colts, go!" Drew, your Colts are certainly
they're
pretty hot.
I like the Colts, their ability to play defense, and obviously to control the run game. They will be. They'll be in position to win a lot of games.
Yes, they will.
Plain and simple.
Preseason, Bob picked the Bills, Seahawks. Bills winning. Seahawks were done when Wilson's finger went in the direction God had not intended. Yeah, that was a tough injury. A tough injury for Wilson, and he hasn't quite been the same consistently since coming back. He's not the same because he lost to our Bears this weekend. That was a tough loss. So, anyways, guys, it is now 1:15 about to be. I'll give it 8 minutes. 8 is my favorite number, 1:23. If we don't get any orders in the next 8 minutes, we might call it a show. If we do get within 2 or 3 slots, we'll definitely extend that deadline till at least 1:30. But we have 4 slots remaining in the Steel Curtain Platinum Helmet Series and 4 slots remaining in the All the Small Things Multi-Sport Mixer. Otherwise, we're wide open on the break page. So I'll give you guys 8 minutes to see if you can get us within a spot or 2. Then we'll stay on a little longer if you guys do that. But if we don't get a single order in the next 8 minutes, we will call it a show. So hop in. 8's my lucky number. I'm hoping that brings us some fire. You guys know this. I'm happy to stay on as long as you want. We get hot here, we'll stay on till 3 o'clock, no problem. I'm happy to be here another 2 hours. Whatever it is you guys want, we'll break it. But we do got to get some orders going. We do got to get moving on the break page. 4 away in Steel Curtain and Multi-Sport Mixer. Those are our 2 closest breaks. I think Brady would have had a better chance in New England this year than Tampa, says Chris.
I doubt it. No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I don't think
agree.
so.
I don't agree at all.
If we're going full healthy rosters,
I don't agree at all.
I disagree. But
he
I
went
do
for the weapons.
Yeah,
for the weapons.
Well, he's got injuries right now though, so
he still has more weapons than the Patriots.
He has more weapons. The Bucs,
still has more weapons.
He does have the Patriots defense though. He doesn't have to do as much there.
But he knows that if the Buccaneers can win, he knows that defense won him a Super Bowl.
Sure.
So he has just as much faith as he would if it was in New England.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. I probably lean towards you, Steven. I do agree. I think Tampa Bay has a better roster than New England.
He went to Tampa Bay for one reason and one reason only. He got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski,
and then he brought Antonio Brown.
He got Leonard Fournette.
And what's the Leonard? Is there a Leonard Fournette injury update? Are they hoping he comes back for the playoffs?
He's out for the year. Playoff is his return.
Okay, because that would be a big. Leonard Fournette was doing big things for the Bucs. They get him back in the playoffs, and don't forget, Leonard Fournette was really clutch in the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he's really good. They get Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette was compared to Adrian Peterson.
He was a beast. He was a beast at LSU.
He is a beast.
He was just got put on a bad team. Larry says, let's feel the steel curtain one more time. Let's fill it.
4 away from that.
4 away, guys. Let's fill the steel curtain. Larry, if we fill it fast, we can do it 2, 3, 4 as many times as you guys want, but we got to fill it for sure. Pat's 1 win away from being a 2 seed. Bucks 1 loss from being a locked 4 seed. That's one way to look at it, Chris.
That's
but
splitting hairs.
The Patriots are also currently a 6 seed. So they are 1 win away. That's how close the NFL is, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
The Patriots are 1 win away from a 2 seed, but they're also 1 loss away from not being in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're 9-6. So it's wide open. That's the thing.
And if you type in on NFL.com, there's this thing. It says the Tampa Bay Buccaneers clinched division.
Yes.
So they can't fall below the 4 seed, and then the Patriots, they haven't clinched anything.
Sure.
So it's
sure.
I'm gonna have to wholeheartedly disagree with you, Chris. I'm sorry. Wholeheartedly there.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Chris and Steven going at it.
I mean, yes, both. So the Patriots get the Jaguars this week.
Yeah.
But the Buccaneers get the Jets.
Yeah.
So
well,
I mean,
Steven, I agree with you just because I think in the NFL the game has changed. You need a great offense to win, and I think the Bucs have a significantly better offense than the Patriots.
And like a timely defense. You don't even need a great defense.
Yeah.
You just need a timely one.
Like the Chiefs.
Like the Chiefs got a timely defense. Remember Aaron Rodgers when he won his Super Bowl?
Sure.
How timely was that defense? Because usually 6 seeds don't have good defenses.
Sure.
That was very timely.
Well, I'll tell you this. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, they sound a lot better than Nelson Aguilar.
Cameron Brate is very solid too.
Chris knows how the non-Cowboy fans are. Chris, I'll tell you this. I think this is my opinion. The Cowboys
related to the Cowboys
are one of the top 4 talented teams in the National Football League.
I've never disagreed with that.
Here's who I think the 4 best teams in the league are. Now, obviously, I think all 4 are close. And injuries and etc. will play a factor. But I think the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Bills, and the Cowboys. Talent-wise, those are the 4 best teams in the league.
I agree.
I think the Packers have overachieved, and they always do in the regular season.
Because of who?
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you.
He's really good. But the 4 best teams, talent-wise, in the league are the Cowboys, the Bucks, and right now the Cowboys are healthier than the Bucks. Right now,
talent-wise, can be pretty good.
Rams are up there too. Yeah. Rams will probably be the 5th I put in that discussion.
They're definitely on the outside looking in.
Yes.
But
right now, the Cowboys, Chris, if we're going strictly off talent, they are the team to beat in the NFC, in my opinion.
You're right.
I do think the Bucks have that experience. They have their whole team back from a team that won the Super Bowl last year. They've got a better coaching staff. So they have Tom Brady, obviously. So there are other factors out there. But I do think the Cowboys are the most talented team in the NFC. Story time. Hit us with the story.
So, Chris, you think I'm from Winnetka, but I'm not. I'm not that wealthy. If I was living in Winnetka, I would not be talking to you right now. Just to let you know. But
okay.
I was born and raised in a little town called Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Let's just say they love their Packers there. Let's just say I had to watch the Packers for most of my life. Let's just say I watched Aaron McCarthy waste Aaron Rodgers. Did he win a Super Bowl? Sure, but how much was it him winning the Super Bowl or his Hall of Fame secondary where Charles Woodson turned back the clock for a few games and locked up the world? You're right, Common. The Cowboys, they have all the weapons necessary to go win the Super Bowl.
On both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball.
Yes. Should I be able to confidently pick them every year to be in the NFC title game? Yes. But you know what? I trust the players on the field. I don't trust the guy dialing up the play call, and I definitely don't trust the guy and his son upstairs.
Okay, fair enough.
And that right there has hindered you guys for about 30 years now.
Well, Jerry Jones never should have gotten rid of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was a great coach. There was a lot of jealousy there by Jerry. But I'll tell you this, I will go in between the two of you. I think this Cowboys team right now is a lot more talented than the Cowboys were in the Tony Romo era because their defense is more disruptive. Trayvon, Micah Parsons, Lawrence had that pick and went all the way. He's back as well. So this is a better Cowboys defense. This is the best team they've had since the 93 Super Bowl team. But they do only have 2 to 3 playoff wins in the last, 20-something years, 30 years. I believe since 93, they might have 3 playoff wins.
And the only
so they got to prove it.
Is that a lot of those guys on that team still need to learn how to win in the playoffs.
Sure.
Last year was an anomaly, okay? Tom Brady literally just came into a pretty much microwaved ovens or microwave meal situation.
Sure.
Just throw them in the microwave for 3 minutes and they're ready to eat. The Cowboys still need to learn the win. They're going to go this year. I hope they get their first playoff win. Maybe go to the NFC title game. Get that taste in their mouth, that sour taste. Come back next year with the appropriate coaching staff. I doubt the owner's going to change, but maybe he hires the right guy.
I don't know if he's going to fire him after a division title 2 seed in the NFC, though. I agree with you, but I do think that Jerry's doing a good job of picking guys up in recent years. He did a great job with CeeDee Lamb. He did a great job, obviously, with Trayvon Diggs. So he's doing good. I don't know that he's the best owner, though, but he's doing pretty good. But here's an update, Steven. We now have 2 left, guys. So I did say we'll stay on till 123. If we got no orders, we'll sign out. But we did get a few orders, so I will extend the deadline. We have until 1:30 to fill up this break. 7 minutes for the steel curtain. We got 2 more orders in, or 1 more order with 2 spots. We'll do the steel curtain, and then we'll see where we're at. We still have 4 left in the multi-sport mixer. I'm pulling the randomizer up, though. Want to show off these helmets.
Robert Kraft's the best owner today.
Yeah, Robert Kraft has done big things. Let's close small things too, dude, says James Kilborn. Let's do it. Fine by me. So these are the steel curtain helmets again. We have Brian Dawkins, Eclipse, a Champ Bailey Flash, a steel curtain triple signed helmet of their great linebacker trio. We have Sean Alexander, just got pulled. Stephon Diggs, Flash is still out there. Tyreek Hill, Flash, and Edgerrin James Lunar. This is the Steel Curtain series. All full-size authentics, only $56. Let's close those out in the next 6 minutes. If you guys want to keep the show rolling, we got to close out this break in the next 6 minutes, and then we'll see where we're at.
And that's another thing, Chris. I think you just kind of you didn't prove my point because there was no point to really prove. Just
sure.
Tom can beat anyone, so can Rodgers. And in any matchup, I'm going to probably take those guys over Dak Prescott.
By the way, Kraft has a very shady past. I'm not a big fan of Kraft off the field. But on the field, he's got those 7 Super Bowl titles. I'll tell you this, though. Robert Kraft has a lot of things to go to Bill Belichick. Let's not forget Bill Belichick is not only the coach, he's also the general manager for the Patriots. He's the one who drafted Tom Brady. He's the guy who's the top dog in the draft room. There's a lot of interesting discussion in terms of who's the most important for the Patriots' success. Was it Brady? Was it Belichick? I think it's both. I think they were both important, and I think the Patriots are showing it this year. They still don't have a great offense, but they've got a 9-6 record, and it's because that defense last season, they had the most COVID opt-outs. Amazing what happens when the Patriots' defense is healthy. So, incredible. Charles Peavyhouse is in the break room, by the way. Charlie, glad to have you in the show. Jeremy Field also hopped in with the recent order. Let's fill out that steel curtain, guys. 2 slots remaining. All I know is that if I got caught with a professional woman, I want Kraft's defense attorney. Good point, Bob. Like I said, Robert Kraft, a lot of question marks off the field, but in terms of on-the-field success, he's done big things.
Because he chose the right guy to hire. Decision makers in that regard. That's all I'm talking about.
When you're making a lot of money...
I'm not talking about the human being.
Yeah. When you're making a lot of money, it's easy to get yourself...
Because by that argument, LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's
But I'm
easier.
just saying,
It's easier to get yourself a good attorney when you're making big bucks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. One slot remaining in the steel curtain. We will stay on. We'll get that filled up for sure, and then we'll see where we're going. If you guys want to keep the show
Might be
going,
filled out here, though.
hop in with some more orders.
One left on the steel curtain.
All right, one left. Guys, I don't want the show to end with the steel curtain. I'd like to keep the party going, but if we don't get within 4 orders or less of something else, the steel curtain could be our last break. If you don't want the steel curtain to be our last break, hop in now and fill up those orders. That is totally up to you. Charlie Peavy House, how's it going, Mr. Peavy House? You're in at the right time. We're going to do steel curtain number 3 as soon as we get one more order. Charlie, thank you so much for getting us close. We were 4 away. Charlie got 2 orders, got us within 2 away. And then who got the last order? Looks like James Strode hopped in there as well. So thank you very much. Let's close out the steel curtain, and then we'll see where we're at, guys. If you want to keep breaking after the steel curtain, really got to hop in with orders right now. I know we just had a couple people coming in after the 1 o'clock hour, maybe having a work lunch, etc., etc. But we have been pretty slow since 1 o'clock. So you guys want to keep the show going, fill out the break page. Michael Lepre hit me up. What are you looking for from Michael Lepre, Chris? What are you looking for?
I don't even know if he's in here.
I don't think he's in here today.
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen any orders from Mike. He does have that Michael Irvin helmet. I don't know if you ever sold that one, Chris. He's got that.
Is that what he wants?
I don't know if that's what he wants.
Is that what you're chasing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. 1 slot left, guys. Let's close out that steel curtain. Let's make it happen. I'll tell you this. It's 1:28. I think we're going to have it closed out by 1:30. So we'll stay on until at least 1:35 to see how we are in other break orders. If we don't have anything closed at 1:35, or at least within 2 or 3 slots remaining at 1:35, 7 minutes from now, we will do our top spot wheel spin. That is the Nifty 50 Minis, but I don't want to do that wheel spin at 1:35, Steven. I would like to keep the show going. It's just a matter of whether we get orders coming in. He had a St. Louis Cardinals batting helmet yesterday, Jack Clark. It was shiny. Very nice, Chris. We had Keith Hernandez go in the break room today, but it was Keith Hernandez jersey on the Mets, not on the Cardinals. Here we go, 1 order. Let's see. Did we get a closer magic?
We did, Bob.
Of course it was. Bob Boulay lurks and waits for the close. Thank you very much, Bob.
Bob waits for his moment.
Bob waits for his moment. He is the closer magician himself.
Bob, I'm going to have to come out there in New York to petition with you to get rid of Joe Judge and Daniel Jones.
Okay. Steven has had enough of Joe Judge and Daniel Jones. I know
it stems from last year.
I know Bob for sure is not a Daniel Jones fan. I don't know where he stands on Joe Judge, but
I don't think he's a good coach at all.
I don't think either guys are good enough to be on a professional team if you want to have a winning record.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I agree with you there.
People can be coaches. I can go be a coach.
I will say this in Daniel Jones's defense, even though I do think he's similar to Mitchell Trubisky. He's not good enough to be a starter in the NFL, but I think he would be a little bit better if he had better weapons.
Honestly, I think he's better than Mitch Trubisky.
He is better than Mitch Trubisky.
Because you know what? He's played the position for at least part of his life.
Yes, he has.
You know.
Yes. Well, and they're both
at the tight end.
They're both ACC basketball powerhouse rivals, UNC and Duke, which aren't typically
I would never
NFL players. Yeah. Although Duke or UNC had who was it? That great defensive lineman back in the day,
yeah,
Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Julius Peppers was great.
Mm-hmm.
Jones and Judge will be back, especially after having his offense hurt. So it looks like they're both probably going to get one last run.
Get hurts.
Steel curtain number 3 is ready, by the way. Colton Bicker, Larry Roslin, Charles Peavy House, James Strode, and Bob Boulay. If we can get a box number, guys, 3, 6, 14, 15, and 16. This could be our last break of the day unless we hop to that break page and fill up something or get really close. We have 4 away in all things multi-sport mixer, and we have about 7 away in most of the other series.
We'll take that from you, Bob. We'll take a 4th rounder for Bulls. You can have them.
Bob, let's also take a box number. Do you have a box number, Bob? I know you're in here in the chat. He wants the Giants to trade a 4th rounder to get Foles to challenge Jones next year. Okay, well, hey, the Bears don't need 3 quarterbacks, so we'll give you Nick Foles. That
I think
could be
Dalton's
good.
only on a 1-year deal, so.
Dalton's on a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We can draft whoever in the 5th round.
To be
Be
Fields'
the
backup.
I mean,
Although I don't know.
that was a crushing win. That was a crushing win for your draft pick the other day.
Oh, the Bears
Yeah,
on
the
that win
Bears
against
going
the
for
Seahawks,
2.
going for 2.
Yes.
You might as well go for 2. The Dutch is also its rock bottom price, guys. That's as low as we'll go on the Dutch. Keep those orders coming if you want to stay on the air. Maybe we need a great hit to keep people motivated, Steven.
Agreed, Bob. I wholeheartedly agree. The Bears are dumb.
I
They
think
gave it to David Montgomery.
Matt Nagy knows it's his last season,
So
and he can do whatever he wants the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because
As long as he feeds my man D. Montgomery the rock, that's all I care about.
I saw that Allen Robinson might come back to do a little farewell to the Chicago fans.
That'd be nice of him.
That'd be cool.
I understand if he doesn't, though.
I don't think he wants to come back to the Bears. I'm not sure that the Bears want him back either. That's
I'd want him
another
back at the right price.
another failed experiment for the Bears because he was one of the best receivers in the league for Jacksonville.
True.
So, all right, here we go. We're going 10 times on the randomizer. This
He's
could
got nonsense throwing to him in his life.
This could be our last break, guys. If you don't want this to be our last break, I'll head to the break page and fill up those orders. 8, 9, and 10. All right, here we go. Steel curtain number 3. This series is sick, Steven. It is sick. We believe only one headliner has been pulled in this series. All right, so Larry Rossland, you're in the NFC North. James Strode, you're in the NFC South. Robert Boulay, NFC East. Colton Bicker, NFC West. Charles Peavyhouse, hopefully Aubrey's watching with you. She might be in school, though. You're in the AFC North. Winter break. Winter break.
Yeah, no.
Colton Bicker, AFC South. Larry Rossland, AFC East.
Greatest time in the
And Charles Peavyhouse, AFC West. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rip it up, rip it up, rip it up.
I'm feeling a headliner here, Steven. At least something good.
Headliner Wednesday?
Headliner Wednesday? We had it last Wednesday, that's for sure.
That's an actual fact.
We did have it last Wednesday. I think we pulled one headliner today so far. That's Sean Alexander out of this series, I believe. Which I think was the first headliner in this series.
The Lunar.
Speaking of Lunars,
Ooh.
this is pretty nice.
Another one.
Another one. This is a very nice helmet. Really good quarterback, Bob Greasy.
Oh, nice.
Bob Greasy, pop that champagne. Quarterback of the 1972 Dolphins. They went undefeated in the regular season, undefeated in the Super Bowl. Bob Greasy, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Pro Football Hall of Famer, one of the all-time great quarterbacks, one of the best quarterbacks in the 70s. A beautiful-looking lunar, beautiful-looking signature. How about it? Bob Greasy, AFC East. Larry Rossland. Larry said, hey, let's close out this series. Larry, we closed it out, and we got yourself a win. That's why Larry wanted to close it. He knew he was coming up with a dub. Larry's hot since the day before Christmas Eve. Larry is on fire in the break room.
2021 strong.
Finishing 2021 strong, Larry. Nicely done. Full-size authentic Bob Greasy. Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 72 Dolphins.
And the only thing, only quarterback to lead a team to an undefeated season.
It was. I know he got injured during part of that season. Bob Boulay was quick to point that out. But he was the leader of that undefeated team. Some good running backs in the backfield. Didn't have to do that much.
A couple 1,000-yard rushers and an 800-yard guy.
Mercury Morris and Larry Tsonka, a pair of 1,000-yard rushers. Larry has a couple of them, a couple of Bob Greasy helmets. All right, well, hey.
You have a couple lunar ones?
Couple lunar? Maybe you can trade Bob Greasy. Pretty good helmet. Pretty good helmet. Bob Greasy. Very nice. Larry has been on fire lately, says Charles Peavyhouse. Indeed. That Barry Sanders that Larry won was pretty good in that Brady series. You got himself a Barry Sanders, Steven.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is really nice. All right, guys, let's see how we're looking, Steven. Have we had any orders coming in since Bob? All right, no orders. Here's the deal, guys. I will give you guys a last call. This is the last call. It is 1:36. I'll give it till 1:40 to fill up a break or get really, really close. We have 8 left in Steel Curtain number 4, 7 left in the Jersey Series number 2, 7 left in Training Camp number 3, 7 left in Edge Factor number 2, 7 left in Flash Flood Mini number 2, 8 left in Nifty 50 Minis, 4 left in All the Small Things, and then 7 left in the Breezy. The Chris Johnson Dutch is already at its rock bottom price, $160. So give you guys 3 minutes to close something out or to get us within 2 slots or less. We get to 2 or 3 slots, we will stay on a little longer. Otherwise, at 1:40, we are doing our top spot wheel chase. And then obviously, while that's going on, we can close out something else.
Yep.
We can close out Small Things, guys. Let's go, says James Kilborn. Small Things is only $18 a slot. 4 slots remaining, $18 a slot for that one. Happy to do that break. Unfortunately, that one has been at 4 slots remaining for about the last 30 minutes. So haven't gotten much movement on all the Small Things. Happy to close it out, James Kilborn. Just let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. 1:37, guys. We are giving it until 1:40 to either close out a break or get us within 2 slots remaining. Then we'll give you a couple more minutes. Otherwise, 1:40 is it. 2-minute warning now, as they say in the NFL.
Spin the wheel.
Then we'll spin the wheel at 1:40. So they'll have a couple more minutes after the wheel spin. But we're looking at 1:40 as our time for our wheel spin.
Okay.
Bye, Bob Boulay. Bye, guy.
Bob, see you later, buddy.
We'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time, Bob. Let's see. Do you have the list already in the top spot chase?
It should be ready.
So this is our top spot chase list. We have Alex Kuhn, Dwayne Rabe, Colton Bicker, and Luis Barrios. You guys will have a chance to spin the wheel for some UA cash. Nifty 50 Mini was our chase item of the day. Chase item of the day, guys. All right. We are down to under 2 minutes. 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute at 1:40. Want to stay on longer, guys? We get close or fill out a break. I will stay on longer for you guys. I definitely would like to keep the show going, but we got to close out some breaks or get really close. James Stanhope helping us out on all the Small Things. We're now just 3 away. All right, James. Thank you very much. This is our Dutch item. Besides the last call for orders, this is also a last call for the Dutchie. This is Chris Johnson, a full-size lunar replica. Just a little small scratch right there in the light below the Titans logo. This is one of 8 running backs. They have 2,000 rushing yards all time. Other NFL games, Steven, while we give it a second, I do like Chris Roberts' Cowboys to beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals have lost.
That's going to be a lot closer than last week.
Yeah, 3 games in a row. I don't trust Kyler Murray in key situations. 2 red zone picks, or he had a pick inside his own 20, then a red zone pick against the Packers. Then he did the same thing against the Rams.
Yeah.
I know they got a lot of injuries. DeAndre Hopkins definitely hurts. J.J. Watt injury hurt. They've had some injuries in the backfield with Connor and Edmonds. But the Cardinals are looking a lot like last year. They got off to a hot start and finished really poorly.
They just can't seem to stay healthy.
They can't seem to stay healthy. I like Dallas in that game. I also like Dallas -5. A couple other bets I like this weekend. I like the Packer or the Rams -3.5. 6th in the league in passing yards.
On the road.
Ravens are last in pass defense.
They are.
So I believe your guys, Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, are going to eat.
Yep.
That's a couple betting lines I like this week. Also, the Eagles -3 at the Washington football team. Eagles have won, I believe, 4 straight, all by more than 3. Washington just lost 56-14.
Yeah.
So if Arizona beats us, they will win the West, says Chris. Let's see. I don't know if that's
they're
true.
1 game behind the Rams. I'm guessing they have the tiebreaker then.
They are a game behind the Rams. And let's see. The Rams play
The Ravens.
the Ravens, and then who do they play the last week of the season? The 49ers. So Rams actually are owned by the 49ers. The 49ers own the Rams. So we'll see. Turtles 7, Gobblers 0 in the first quarter, says Bob. I don't know what he's referencing. But I'm going to go ahead and randomize for our top spot wheel chase. Steven's got the wheel up. We close out a break, And buzzer beater break will make it happen. 92-yard punt return. He's talking about the bowl game, Virginia Tech and Maryland. So Maryland is up 7-0. James Kilborn is none too happy about that one.
He a terp.
He a terp. All right, guys, we're going top spot here. 10 times in the randomizer. If you want to close out a break or get us within 2 slots remaining, we'll stay on a little longer. But now is the time to do it because we're onto the wheel. Alex Kuhn, single spot, top spot, Alex Kuhn. Alex, are you in here? Let us know if you're in here, Alex Kuhn. Not a name I recognize in our break room. Might be a new or relatively new customer. Alex, we'll give you, it is now 1:42 and 23 seconds on my clock. We'll give you until 1:43, and we will start on 1 otherwise. Vatek is known as the Hokies and the Gobblers. Okay, Bob, I know them as the Hokies, but I guess they're also known as the Gobblers in some
Yesterday
worlds.
was his first 2 orders.
Okay, so new customer as of yesterday. Alex, if you're in here, let us know right now. Otherwise, Steven is starting on 1. We'll give you about 20 seconds or so here if you are by chance listening on the stream. Otherwise, last call, guys. This is it. Fill out the breaks or get us within 2 slots or less.
I'm not a Cowboy fan, Chris, so I don't think I don't think I relate to any of your non-playoff success.
Okay.
Not like the Bears have a great
Fighting Gobblers, says James Kilborn. All right, James. All right, Steven, let's spin that wheel. Haven't heard from Alex. Haven't gotten orders, guys. We have not had an order in the last...
Let's ascend. We're going to ascend.
We'll ascend?
Yeah, we're going to go up.
All right, let's see it. Big money?
Kind of. 47.
47. That's not bad. All right, 47 bucks UA cash, Alex.
I'll credit that right away.
Steven will credit that in your account. James Kilborn says, guess I'll be back tonight. James, are you in that All the Small Things mixer?
He is.
He is in there. I'm guessing for Bob. Okay, Bob.
Good job,
all right, Bob.
Good guess, man.
I'm guessing 47. Nicely,
Bob, you nailed it,
nicely
man.
done, Bob.
You did.
You guys know this. Your orders carry over to the next show. So any breaks that didn't fill up do carry over to the next show. Personally, Steven, I hate signing off with 3 slots remaining, but we've only had 1 order in that series in about the last 45 minutes. We did have an order about 6 minutes ago, but the last order before that one was 9 minutes before that. I like to stay on longer than any other breaker. That's what I pride myself on. But we've had plenty of opportunities to stay on, and we haven't gotten any orders filled up. It's cold in Chicago. It is cold in Chicago, Chris. It's also snowing. We had our first snow of the year yesterday. My dog certainly enjoyed it. Thankfully, the roads were clean on the way into work, but I still had to shovel off some snow off my car on my way in. But that'll do it. It'll actually sign off at 145, a nice even number. I know Steven likes those. Steven, you'll be back.
Ironically, it's an odd number.
Right, but it'll get an even ending in a 15-minute.
Even increment.
Well, by the time we sign off, it'll probably be 146.
Yep, I'm back tonight.
It must be cold in Winnetka, pouring rain in Arkansas, but 70 degrees. Chris, I'm jealous. I wish it was 70 degrees.
I don't think you realize how far from Winnetka we are.
Yes, we're not that close.
Not at all.
And we certainly don't live there.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't be here by now.
nonetheless, Steven, you're back producing. I believe Mike is in the host seat tonight at 7 o'clock. The video will play. We'll explain the same thing, but you guys know the drill. We're on 12 and 7 Central Time weekdays, 2 and 8 Central Time weekends. We won't be on, I believe, New Year's Day. I don't think we have any shows, but we will be on New Year's Eve. So it'll be a good show. And any orders that didn't fill up today, those carry over to our night show. So James Kilborn says, I guess I'll be back tonight. We'll get that broken for you tonight. See you tonight. See everyone else tonight. Well, Steven will see you. I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll be producing tomorrow at 7. Then I'll be back breaking Sunday at 2 and 8. Have a great day, everyone. Have a good one.
Thank you for breaking with Ultimate Autographs in the UA Live Break Room. If you had an awesome time, you can join us again every day. We are live breaking certified sports memorabilia at noon and 7 p.m. Central Time every weekday and 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time on the weekends. As a reminder, if you purchased a spot in a break that did not fill, your spot will transfer to the next UA Live Breaks broadcast. Lastly, if you earned UA cash today, the funds will be added to your account in 24 hours. Thanks again for breaking with Ultimate Autographs.